Hello. How do you follow that? Sure. How about these digs? Pretty sweet. Big ups to Chuck and Sue and everybody else that helped put this together. It's extremely extravagant.
Woo!
I know I can speak on behalf of you all when I say thank you. So what do you do in this instance? You got your buddy here, you want to roast them, but you're not that funny. You know what I mean? You just brag about your friend. You know what I mean? So I thought, there's a lot of people here that probably don't know Josh. So I wanted to roll through a couple of his, accolades or whatever. Just give you a gist of who he is, and how we met, and what I've seen him accomplish, and who he's become now. So you might have a better understanding of who he is, and as a person, and that person's going to take care of him more. You know what I mean? So I met Josh. He pledged my fraternity when he was a freshman. Totally crazy fraternity, Clarity University. You know what I mean? But also an eclectic group of guys that Josh wanted to be a part of, and that's when I first ran into him. I learned that he was from where I'm from. I like to think that we hunted the same woods, just different sides of the mountain. Because most of the guys are city guys. We grew up a little more austere in the country, and so we had that going for us. My first real recollection of you though, buddy, is you guys were in the fraternity house, and you were earning your letters, let's say, and I wanted to let you guys put the shoe on the other foot, give you guys a chance to turn it around on us, because we were giving it to them pretty hard, let's say, and I said, who wants to lace up boxing gloves and give it a go. And before you really you got to put it in perspective. I was 26 years old. I'd been in the military. Josh just graduated high school. I had about 50 pounds. But he was the only guy that stepped up, the only one, and he gave me a good show. He really did. And I wouldn't have taken that fight, so that's pretty crazy. Honestly. So yeah, that was my first instance of Josh. I definitely respected him more after that. And there's so many things that we've kind of touched on in our lives, and so many things that have led us to this point. The thing that I think that puts it together for me appreciating you is you understand the toil of growing up in that environment and turning a wrench on something that is is broke down and it's after dark, or dragging a buck out through a thicket, you know what I mean? Or just the absolute toil that really forms you as a man. You know what I mean? I could see that in you initially, and I appreciate that, because there's not too many people who appreciate it at that young age. You know what I mean? So you were mature in your years as far as that went. He joined the fraternity, he quickly became part of leadership. I happened to be the president when I was leading, and he's the only person that I could think of handing it over to. He's the one that won the election. Was not rigged. No, it was almost unanimous, I recall. So stayed obviously in contact, Penn State games, whatnot. And then a couple years ago, I got a bird dog, and then I started seeing him a lot more. It was kind of odd how that happened. It was more than just once a year or so. And my dog Beacon loves his Uncle Josh. Let me tell you. Josh has a cool demeanor about him that a bird goes up, he doesn't get flustered. He has you really don't. When it growls, there's 20 people at least have hunted with my dog. Only 2 of them have ever killed a grouse other than myself. The other one's in here, Hunter Wood. But, I mean, he's slick and smooth, you know. It doesn't let it get. He's doing it with an 870. It's like, what about a foot too short for you? It's a 20 gauge. He's probably spent like 20 years of his life behind the truck seat. You know what I mean? And he's make it look easy. So, he's the only person that was able to guide 2 or 3 species a day. And that's pretty hard to do. He shows up. We get after it. We have fun. We make memories. And you know, he's not gonna win about hiking up the hill or whatever. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. The other side of the mountain. And Morgan, I mean, obviously you're a godsend to Josh. He's out of the ring a little bit. What's done is done. It's done now, so we can call it what it is. But I mean, I'm here to tell you that Josh had some karma points building up for him for a long time, and he cashed them in. And probably got some exponential points there too. But he really, won the lottery with you because I mean, I see you not only. The saying behind every great man there's a great woman. Well, you're certainly not behind him. You're beside him. You're in front of him sometimes. You know what I mean? And you're setting an example. You're a dynamic individual, personality, charisma, and I see you guys like synergistic, awesome. Just a badass couple that is going to go and do what they want to do. I mean, you guys are defining. I mean, Josh and I were just talking before this kicked off about how you guys were defining the relationship. It's so smart to want to do that and to do it. And actually, you know what I mean? That I know you guys are going to do well. And I got nothing but love for you guys. I'm sorry that it wasn't as animated as those girls were. But I love this guy. He definitely deserves Morgan. Morgan deserves him. It's awesome. So let's all put our glasses up.